we're here on day 7 of the X-Pyr. I'm here with Liftka, who's the supporter of Lukas Thoni. So, how's it been going?
Very, very challenging. To be honest, I'm actually quite happy that he's still alive. We were doing quite well all the way up to Ori. And on flying away from Ori, he got nice lift, and he did exactly what he would usually do in the Alps. He went for higher territory, tried to get higher altitude, and then to take a different line into turn point 3. At that point, that was the only strategy to get in front of the people that were in front of him. Unfortunately, he bombed out in the middle of nowhere. And in terrain that was impossible to land, impossible to relaunch. It was full of cliffs, full of trees and so on. He then did relaunch, apparently into a lee situation. Wing collapsed. He fell from about 30 meters into a rock, into a gap between two rocks. He's all bruised and cut and so on, and he broke his toenail from the right toe. Not at the beginning, but at the end of it. So it feels like a broken toe, pretty much. And it took us about 6 hours to locate him and to get him out of there. And the next day was really challenging on walking, and of course his motivation was equal 0. And yeah, I don't know how he did it, but he pretty much managed to remotivate, and he's been walking and running since. Still challenged with the flying conditions here. Pyrenees are really totally different than the Alps. Very difficult wind situations, something we might have underestimated. But he said he doesn't want to have an out, he wants to have a number in front of his name. No matter what number that is, he's continuing. And our target is now to reach turn point 4 within the time of the race and have a beautiful flight after that, and everything that happens then is just party.
I'm so full of admiration that he's got so much grit and determination that after all that, difficulties and the pain, that he's still just keeping going. I mean, it's fantastic.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I believe you've had quite a challenging time as well.
Yeah, I was. For me, I'm very happy that we have 2 supporters. Tomasz volunteered to drive most of the time. Now here in the flats on the roads, we're taking turns in running with him. On the climbs, I do it with him and together with my dog. So we've done quite a few high meters. We've been on every single turn point with him. And we had to run back down again, so we actually did probably a little bit more running in the end. But it was good, and it's a perfect training for my border race challenges ahead. So yeah, it was great. It was an incredible experience, and I mean things like waking up in the middle of cows in the morning, or washing dishes in a creek, or stuff like that. I mean or washing your clothes in creeks. Waking up to the moonlight. It's just an absolute adventure, and I'm very happy that we got past the struggles and past the pain, and he really survived that, because that could have been a lot worse. And we were able to really enjoy the whole adventure.
Do you fancy it yourself?
To do this here?
Yeah.
I will definitely do a hike and fly race over more than one day, but it's not going to be the X-Pyr to start with. Probably something in the Alps. X-Pyr, I think, is challenging in many ways. Especially the wind system is just incredibly difficult. I mean, also in the Alps you have valley wind systems, but here you have the additional north and south winds that collide from the oceans, and that makes it really tricky to fly here. I personally don't feel comfortable of competing in a race in this area yet.
Okay.
Maybe in a few years, but never say never.
Well, it'd be lovely. It'd be lovely if we could see you in the X-Pyr.
But no, not for now.
Okay. The forecast today is pretty epic.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great day. So, I mean, it would be fantastic to see Lukas up on the next turn point and then flying over the main ridge. If he could make that would just
I
we
very
would be so
much
thrilled.
hope for him that it's going to be a fantastic flight. Unfortunately, I won't be able to fly with him because I wrecked my glider on the first day in a tree. So yeah,
Well, and he's flying with your harness as well, isn't he? Because
And he's also flying with my harness, yeah.
so
But we were thinking about gluing that together somehow yesterday, and then we looked at my glider and realized, okay, there was nothing to do about that one. So, yeah,
Such a shame.
he trashed his glider. And the great thing is, I was really surprised. His BGD Lynx survived all the crashes he had back there in the national park. We were really surprised how sturdy that glider is, and he's still flying it. So, great thing.
Brilliant.
Great thing.
Well, thank you so much. We wish you an absolutely epic day. We hope
Thank
it
you very much.
really, really goes well and he has a fantastic final day and gets, well, if you could get across the main ridge, we'll just be thrilled to bits.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And we'll see you
Perfect.
tomorrow in Puerto la Selva.
Por supuesto.
Sí. Vale, nos veremos.
Vale,
Thank you.
Ciao.